Winnerbracket Final! Let's go! Best of 5, everybody. Tomb of the Spider Queen. We got a bit of a highlight coming up. Oh, yeah. Now, the Hardos, when they played in their semi-final in the winner's bracket, had a pretty tough match. They barely won it, but win they did. So they moved on to the winner bracket. And then we saw the Donuts against Chili Mountain. And I don't know, it just felt like the Donuts were a bit on a different level, and at some point on the third map it really felt like they were just like toying and playing around their opponent's team. Now those two are going up against each other, and the last two times that the Donuts played against the Hardos, they stomped them. On the top of my head, I cannot remember if both of those matches ended with a 3-0. The first one definitely did, and then they met again in the next Masters Clash qualifier, and the Donuts won once more. But I think at least in that series, the Hardos were able to take a map. Either way, the track record between those teams is skewed towards one direction incredibly heavily. So now we got the Donuts with Medivh, with Lucio, both banned. Uther got banned. And of course, now, given that we are on Tomb, we also have to think a little bit about wave clear. You have to start thinking about these variant rotations. Especially the Donuts are going to be thinking about whether or not they should ban something to shut down Bad Benny on the other side. Chromie's still up. Well, not anymore. So she gets banned. They hesitated on this one. They would have loved to lock her in for themselves, but they weren't quite sure if the Donuts would love to play Chromie here, or if they would go for a different combo. But this is the first game is going to tell us quite a bit, I think, because Tomb of the Spider Queen is a map where especially the Hardos love to play. It's normally their second pick. I mean, two of the maps that they really prefer are Towers of Doom and Tomb of the Spider Queen. So those are two of their big ones. And you pretty much see in every single series that they play, unless the opponent banned them out. So now we got Sonya on lock for the first pick. Yeah, and still the option for some kind of like Stukov or just variant in general. But Anna and Rexa, first of all. Yep, off we go. Okay, so Anna and Rexa are in. And let's see what they can do with that. Yeah, Rexa for the bot lane. I mean, with Anna, every single time we see an Anna, the immediate question is, okay, what do you nano boost? Now, in the last few weeks, we've seen way more Eye of Horus. And that allows you for a complete different playstyle. I mean, we had some of the games earlier where you saw Anna plus Zeratul and what they can do as a combo if you commit to the ult. But here's Maiev and Stukov. Okay. So, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Yeah. Good tether into a nice lurking arm. Would definitely be neat. But let's see what we're gonna get for the bans now. The one thing that is still missing for the red team is, of course, any kind of range damage that they can chip in. Then again, we've seen a couple of games played by not only the Hardos, but also 30k earlier, where both of them were trying to go for a full-on melee setup. Mixed results, let's put it like that. Actually, not mixed results, but quite the opposite. But yeah, there's the ban against Mei. She's been played a bit more by Lauber. I haven't seen any tank bans yet. Now, Jojo is still up for wave clear, so that's another one. But we have a very, very slow draft this time. You can really see that both of them are taking this very seriously. You want to go to the grand final from here on out. You don't want to go through that lower bracket. Chris has been playing tons and tons of Urel, and these triple front lines have been more and more popular. I mean, we had them in the meta for years now, but lately it's pretty much the norm. So now that Urel gets banned out, they're targeting Chris at least a bit with this. Try to shut some of that CC down. As you see, in the sense that you can interrupt combos by just like jumping in and pushing them out. I just want to see what Bad Benny picks, of course. Why am I even asking? Of course he picks Varian. Lately, everything that happens with the Bad Benny is like, they're picking is like, is Varian open? Let's take him. Varian is not open? Let's take a Nubarak. That's pretty much all that you gotta do. Bad Benny, he morphed into a one-trick pony. That has a bit of a side trick available if the first one doesn't work. There's a Nubarak on the other side. A Nubarak Stukov, so they go for that kill combo, and they got cooldown, which chips in some additional wave clear for them. Gets the damage done. It's a nasty comp that they're playing. It's a really good comp that we have for the Donuts. But yeah, Chris for the last pick. And let's see what we're gonna get for him. Likely a third melee. I mean, he could switch some of the targets around, but still. Chris can also jump in damage, but they've been playing the triple melee pretty reliably. And there's Deathwing. Deathwing is in. Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. It is a best of 5 series. We are at the Winnerbracket Final. Our Heroes of the Storm tournament, the Rive Cup, 2,000 euros on the line. So let's get going and see which team takes the lead in this one. Hardos against the Donuts. Game number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen. On the left side, Rexa, played by Hazu. We got Bad Benny on Varian. Surprise, surprise. Chris on Deathwing, Nick on Phoenix, and Yazu is playing Anna. Playing on a Smurf account today. I'm not sure why. Nick finally switched on his Nick account instead of playing Hans, and then Yazu went like, well, I'm actually going to switch mine. On the right side of the map, the Donuts with Rutsu on Maiev. Ixia on Stukov, Copenhagen on Sonia, Skog is playing Gul'dan, and Lauber is playing a Nubarak. Okay, party time. Let's see which team is able to lock in win number 1 in this best of 5 series. And of course, if we're gonna have some surprises over here, this is a map that the Hardos very much so favor. They really, really like to play here. They love to play that Misha in particular. A lot of scouting information that you get just by playing Misha, double checking all those vents and trying to make sure that nobody sets up a gank against you. But the combo that we have for the Donuts is pretty scary. That's a really aggressive set. Lauber, careful. It's a really aggressive setup that they have. They got Stuko for the follow-up. They got good damage and also wave clear, especially with someone like, let's say, Gul'dan, for example. If he is able to stack properly, it would be kind of neat. It's all about objectives and at the end of the day. Rutsu is a bit far out. Careful here. And there's a small trap set the entire time, so when you see rotation between the lane, it might be that the target gets attacked quickly. Now, Siege Giants and Bruiser camps are now up, and oftentimes you will see teams making the play for the bottom of the map first before they're going onto their Bruiser camp. But at the early game, this still matters a little bit more. Later on, it's more so how do you time them around either your own objective or around the objective of your opponent. But with Maiev already sneaking down to the bottom, Rutsu is starting to take it, but Misha is here. So yeah, the pressure is definitely on. And both of the teams are slowly starting to move bot side so that they can try and make the play. And yep, that will be a 4 versus 4. And it doesn't seem like the Donuts are willing to take that fight. Actually, now that I say it, they're starting to engage on Nick. And Phoenix has to move out. Uh-oh, that didn't work out. Team, hello? Nick is down, and Bad Benny gets slammed and is dead. Okay, easy double kill. That one hurt. Siege Giants at the bottom of the map now, and a double kill easy peasy against the Hardos. Yeah, but gonna take another look at this one. I mean, he got zipped out, he got tethered. Alright, for a second I was like, what did he do? Where did he warp there? But yeah, he actually got interrupted on the warp, got moved in, and then they could get the kill. So nicely done by the Donuts. 2 kills to 0. Damage done at the bottom of the map. They got the Siege Giants. Of course, with level 4, the power spike for Varian has just now connected. And the Donuts have to be a bit careful what they're going to do now in the next couple of minutes. But still, that was a great opening into the game and a 1 level lead already. So, well done here. Now, on top of that, you have the lead in gems. Not a big one, but it's there. And if you can, of course, start to turn some of those in, that would be the dream. Especially someone like Copenhagen, since the side laner normally doesn't have the luxury of turning in for free. But that's exactly what happened here. And now Copenhagen can play out on the bot lane, where Hazop still holds 21. Here comes the tether again. They're making a play for Yazu, and Granny is down. But they get the counter kill against Gul'dan. Gul'dan is dead. A kill for a kill. But it only means that gems were lost on only one side here. So, yeah, for now, this is actually a pretty decent opening for the Donuts, as I already said. They got the better track record against the Hardos, but that has also been a while ago, so things have changed since then. And there's probably a lot more synergy now between the players of the blue team. Yeah, Lauber a bit low as to tap the fountain. Everybody turning around with a stun. Good damage from Gul'dan, chipping that in and getting some stacks. They kill Phoenix again. That's the second kill against Nick. Lauber dies, but Bad Benny falls just a moment later. Ana can't keep him alive here, and Ana is now in trouble too. Ana gets tethered in for just a second, and that could easily be a kill now. Good sleep dart, and Yazu escapes. That got scary though. That got really scary. There's more gems turned in for the Hardos, but it's still 5 kills to 2. And Roots is sitting at the side. They want to go for Granny. Granny has no chance. Hello? Okay, there we go. Finally, the slam comes through. Yeah, they got to turn in. Copenhagen, again with another 20 gems, is doing exactly that. Misha is trying to interrupt, but a bit late to the party. 31, and Gul'dan at the top has been taken as the turn-in happens. So that means 6 kills to 3. It's a nice back and forth in the game. I mean, we're currently 9 minutes into this. Sorry, 4 minutes into this, and we got 9 kills already. Our 2 kill per minute. Uh-oh. Hazu, that's 29 gems. But the kill against Sonya. Nice. There's action all over the place now. Rutsu is getting stunned. Maiev. Oh, that sleep dart. What a hit. Beautiful. And now the taunt against Stukov and another kill for the Donuts and the Hardos. 6 kills to 6, and now they are ahead in experience. And here's the turn, and the blue web weavers are going to come down first. Nice. What a great start into the series here. Massive brawling, back and forth fights over here. 12 kills already at the 5-minute mark. And now the web weavers coming down for the blue team as they are about to lock in their level 10. Fantastic. There we go. That gives us the salvo. Yeah, nothing crazy. Middle of the map, bit of damage against Skog. The Eye of Horus for Yasu. And salvo connects with 1. And yep, there it is. The Eye of Horus kill. Get sniped, baby. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Those are the kills that we're seeing these days with the Ana plays that we're getting here. And they are dropping the fort in the middle now on top of that too. Yeah, good for them. You know, it's once more really nice plays that they're making to take the structures down in the early game, but even the ults that they're setting up were heavily impactful. Now a bit of a collapse down at the bottom of the map as they're trying to push them away from the fort. Cocoon has been used. They're attempting to isolate Varian a little bit. Gul'dan is on his way, but he's not here yet. And they are trying to turn it, but they can't quite. Here's another quick look at the kill that we saw. So that's exactly the play that we had there, and of course the snipe was just a little bit too much. First it's a salvo, and then it's just like easy snipes to the face that take Gul'dan down. Maiev now is also low in HP, but Rutsu is able to move away. They go for Nick again. There's the silence, the tether back in. They just don't have the kill right now. They go for the Horrify, and Varian. Oh, he gets away. Rutsu was thinking about jumping in again, but doesn't do it. Of course, we have also Yasu with another Eye of Horus play, but they have to fall back here. And the Hardos, they keep pushing. They're just not really letting up here. They still want the bottom fort. Finally, they have to retreat, but that was a big one. And there's still a lot of gems for the red team. Now they lost some in those last few engages, but they have the chance for a turn-in, and they have still some left over. So it's good for them. The problem, of course, that we still have to face is that the Hardos are getting closer and closer to another turn-in as well. They have 20 gems on Chris alone. That puts them to 44, and then 11 are missing. They have enough in their hands to get another Web Weaver wave, and that could be the second wave in a row. And momentum is brutal on Tomb of the Spider Queen. But it is the red team that is able to lock in. So they were able to make it happen. Siege Giants at the bot lane are still taken. But now the move straight into the mid lane again. And maybe even some damage now done. There's camps colliding between the two. 13 is still too far away. Sonya is dealing with those Siege Giants at the bottom of the map. But the Donuts, they need to really follow up on the early game kills that they got, because now it's not really working. We had Maiev still waiting next to Rexa, hoping that she could jump over the wall and then maybe get a kill against him. Right now, that's not happening whatsoever. Instead, we have Gul'dan pushing the top and nobody really dealing with the mid lane. But in the bottom, that's a bit of a different story. Misha gets heals too, yeah. And there's the push against Bad Benny. Careful, Copenhagen gets stopped cold, and that's a kill. 18 gems down. 18 gems down. They go for X here, and they get the double kill. Hardos are murdering. They're absolutely murdering. Yes, they lose 2 forts, but still, removing those gems is important. They got kills. They have still the same experience, and they can now follow up on it by taking down the bottom fort and therefore drawing more or less even. So that was pretty cool play here from them. Getting the kill against Sonya was huge. It's a lot of gems down the drain. And as long as they get their own turn in now, they're going to be totally fine here. They are definitely ahead in gems. They are even in structures. And they're slightly ahead in experience. So that's all that they got to do here. Now, with the level 13 talents, we also have, of course, the Violent Reaction. That's the big game changer for Stukov. Can chip in a lot more control in their team fight, which is what they're going to try and do. Quests are still being worked on for Varian and for Rexa. But there's the turn-in. Chris, he's going to deliver. Easily. Ah! No damage against him. Okay, so there it is. Blue Vampires are going to come down next. And to push against Misha again. Get the hell out of my team fight. Yeah, damage output. By now, we got 25,000 for Phoenix. Top damage dealer in the game. 23,000 on my F though. And those Web Weavers are especially going to be aggressive around that bot lane. And in the middle, so that's probably the one they're going to take down first. But first of all, another kill against the player on the red team. Rutsu comes in and takes the gems, recovers most of them. But Lauba is down, and it's not getting any easier for the Donuts. They were off to such a good start at the beginning of the game, and now they are just suffering at the hands of the Hardos. Yeah, mid lane gets attacked, bot lane, similar picture. Even at the top, the fort at the top is going to fall 100%. But all the walls are being opened up, slowly but steadily, by the blue team. So Keeps will be vulnerable after this one. And there's a level 16 talent for them too. They have 4 kills ahead, and they got the level 16. And just taking a kill after a kill and allowing gems to be taken away is another problem. Maiev is down. She loses all of the gems again. They're recovering them, but there's another kill. There's a double. Anubarak is down. Deathwing is down. Guys, this is disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. The Hardos, they are running over the Donuts in this game. The Donuts are being eaten alive here. The Hardos are coming in, and they are exploiting every misplay, every step out of comfort zone, and that is an 11-minute victory in this game. First game of the series, the Hardos are crushing it. Now, Heroes of the Storm match in the Winnerbracket Final is off to a pretty momentous start for the team in blue. Fantastic performance by them. And the Donuts need to step it up. They need to step it up big time if they want to win this one. Let's head straight for game number 2.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Towers of Doom, map number 2. Hardos are going hard. Pretty impressive victory on the first map, I gotta say. They snowballed it hard. And at the beginning, it didn't really look like they could do that. The Donuts started off with some solid kills. Nothing too crazy, but the fight at the bottom of the Siege Giants ended up in their favor. They took a small lead, and it kind of felt a bit like they might be able to build on it as things continued. But yeah, nothing could have been further from the truth. They got pretty much crushed. And now, of course, it's time to see if it was mainly because it's Towers of Doom and they really like the map. Maybe the Donuts just not really paying attention there. It's hard to say, like, yeah, they misjudged it a little bit. They didn't really think they would be that much of a threat because of, obviously, you have like an insane lineup on the side of the Donuts. But given the history between the two teams, it kind of felt like the Donuts should have more of an ability to fight back in this one. So I'm still looking at this first map with a bit of a like, yeah, okay, that happened. Let's just forget about it and focus on the next one. I don't really think that's necessarily an indication of how the series is going to go. But time will tell, because now in Towers of Doom, the Donuts, if not winning the map, they at least have to show that they're able to play on the same level. And yeah, this is going to be a bit of a moment of truth map. If they get stomped here as well, then I think we're in for a very, very short series, but I would expect them to step it up a little bit and really show us their true strength. I mean, again, they played some great games before. Now Ana gets locked in by Ixia, so they want to play those nasty Eye of Horus setups. And it could also allow them for some Zeratul action, as we've seen in the previous games where they played that. This is another good map for Zeratul, so I wouldn't put it past it, Rutsu, to lock him in again. Then again, I would also not really be surprised if the Hardos do anything about that early on. By, for example, banning the hero, or simply stacking tons of stuns, which is what's going to make it difficult for Rutsu to play it in the first place. Now, on top of that, there's of course the question, what do you do about Varian? Is that a hero that with his taunt now you are so annoyed with that you are willing to ban him or take him for yourself and steal him away from Bad Benny? Or do you just say like, yeah, whatever, it's not really the Varian that's the problem for us, we need to just focus on different things. We've seen some teams try and come in with a Varian ban, but again, you can definitely play around him. And there it is, Zeratul. Told you, Zeratul is in. Do they ban Varian now? I was expecting for them to pick Zeratul a bit later and just allow for a potential ban on the third one. But now that he's in, are you worried about that Varian? The thing is, I'm pretty sure that if they ban Varian, Bad Benny is going to pick a Nubarak. And then you have a Cocoon against you. And the stuns of Nubarak, of course, as well. If they could pick it themselves, Donuts would probably just like ban Varian, pick a Nubarak. But I don't think that's how it's going to work. So instead, they're going for the follow-up. They leave Stukov up, though. They don't want to deal with Brightwing. So no global here, no polymorph against Zeratul. So he can still move and make that. But the question is, of course, do we see now Stukov again? Varian plus Stukov, Tychus damage, chunk the target down, Sonya moving in together with it. Yep, there it is. Varian and Stukov. It's again the combo. Killer composition, dropping the targets. Whatever Nick plays, it just has to be some damage. Whereas Lauba and his team, they still need to deal with that front line a little bit. Garrosh got banned, so you can still play. I mean, they could play their Mei. Jojo is up. Don't think we're going to see Diablo from him here. Rexa, and there it is. Mei. Alright. Okay. Pretty much down the meta at this point. It's kind of what you expect from the teams, honestly. So, there's nothing we're looking at where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe they just did that. Everything is just pretty much down the meta trend. Nick could throw a little bit of a curveball here. But generally speaking, I don't honestly expect it. What you need is some damage. You can either do that in form of a good melee assassin or range damage healer. Both is fine. They go for Deathwing again. Played him a few times now and they're going to do it again. Well, and with that, we're heading into map number 2. The best of 5 series continues. It is the winner bracket final of the Rive tournament. So more Heroes of the Storm between the Hardos and the Donuts. There's 2,000 euros on the line in this tournament. And let's find out which team takes it on Towers of Doom. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. The Hardos are in the lead. The Donuts, they gotta step up a bit. Chris on Deathwing. We got Nick on Sonya, Hazops on Tychus, Bad Benny on Varian, and Yasu is playing Stukov. On the right side of the map, it's Lauba on Mei. Copenhagen is playing Rexa. We got Rutsu on Zeratul, Skop on Cassia, and Ixir is playing Ana. Yeah, we're going to see that Eye of Horror set up again for Ana, so whenever Zeratul engages into a battle, she's going to be able to assist him to get some kills. We saw that already against Chili Mountain a bit earlier when the Donuts absolutely crushed with that particular combo. But of course, there's always Varian to consider on the other side, together with Stukov, who's going to try and shut him down. And I have to say that we've seen multiple games now already where the Hardos did a fantastic job shutting down Zeratul players. Against 30k, for example, they really controlled on this particular map the movements of Zeratul non-stop. Whenever he moved in, they immediately reacted. Top side, a bit of damage against Chris. It's a good opening into the map. He has to tap the fountain here. It's nothing too insane yet, of course. But as far as starts go, you get a bit of an upper hand on the one-on-one battle at the top lane. Ixi now trying to get some damage in as well. Slow! And that's a kill. That's a kill. And that's the Hardos with first blood. Nicely done. Yeah. These guys are dangerous. They really stepped it up heavily. That was always the big thing that we talked about. I mean, during all of the Masters Clash qualifier tournaments, they had massive problems. And it always felt a little bit like they were not really on the same page. And it just felt weird because you have so many big names there, players with HGC experience and everything, and they just couldn't win. And then finally in the 4th qualifier, they made it happen. But as soon as they went up against a good team, they struggled. Now here in the tournament, this is the 2nd top team that they go up against. And they are really playing very, very differently from them. So it seems like all the scrims and all the practice has given them the coordination that they needed between the teammates, and yeah, it's definitely helping a bit. But it's only 1 kill. It's only getting you a little bit ahead, not much by experience. And so level 4 is in. That's of course where Benny is going to start to do a lot more with his variant. In the rhythm has been taken once more for Tychus. It's not going to burn anything down here just yet. Yeah, all the way up at the top. A little bit of damage against Chris as he's trying to burn this one down. Zeratul is going to zip around. And for Zeratul, it's going to be more important that he gets the mobility talents. I mean, his level 7 is going to be quite impactful. Trying to stack the level 1 is going to help him with that too. It's all about cooldown reduction, trying to be quick on your feet, get the Might of the Narazim in later, and then play around that taunt that you have to try to avoid and dodge out on. Rutsu is already moving out, moved in for a quick slash and then retreated. It's still 1 kill against 0 now that we have the triple altar phase at the beginning of the game kicking off. So, bit of damage at the top. So far so good for him. Should be a 2-for-1 trade. That's what we normally see. Top left, top right get taken by each team, one of them. And then at the bottom of the map, that's where the real party starts. And so far it's only Nick and Stukov that are down here, but the rotation of the red team is coming. Might be a little bit too late. That top side, we actually have Rexa going down. They're still trying to channel. Zeratul has to move away. They're trying to get both at the top. Down here, though, it's a kill against Stukov. So at least finally we're seeing a counter kill. But they are taking the top. Yeah, Chris claims it. And they are rotating over to take the second one. So it's a 2-for-1 trade after all. In favor of the blue team. Yeah, still slightly ahead here. Zeratul had to retreat, so it was a bit of a different variation of what we're normally seeing. Traditionally, it's the bottom altar that the teams are fighting for. In this case, they just shifted the balance and put most of their players to the top side, so that they could both at the top. It wasn't really a time for the Donuts to rotate and play around it. Now we got the low blow follow-up. Well, actually, we don't have low blow this time, but still going for the Growling Infestation on level 7. Has the taunt in against Cassia again. Wormhole is ready. 11-7 talents for the 2. And top side is still our beast lane. Deathwing going up against Rexa. 19 stacks for Cassia. Yeah, fairly good. Halfway to the 40 that we oftentimes have on level 8 minutes into the game. But yeah, with this, there's the full-on commitment by both teams for the camp, but it's taken by the blue team. They steal it away, and they get the kill against Lauber. Lauber is down, Zeratul jumps out, Ixia is not so quick on his feet. That is 4 kills to 1 now. It's a deadly stuff that we're seeing from the Hardos. And guys, I want to follow up quickly again on how the Donuts crushed, absolutely crushed Chili Mountain in the semifinal. And the Hardos, they had a really, really difficult time against 30k. It could have been 30k that moved on to the winner bracket final. There's no doubt about it. Since this is also a tournament with a double elimination system and a loser bracket, there's a very good chance that we're going to see matches between 30k and whoever loses here. Maybe even a rematch at some point against the Hardos, even if it would be the grand final. So I can't wait for those games. But at this point, it's just simply the blue team that does all the job here. Maybe a kill now. Bad Benny. Yes, there it is. And that one was needed. Level 10 is nearly ready for the Hardos. That was such an important kill. They go for the triple channel. And Deathwing is just being a pain in the ass again. This time they're getting it. Interrupts were there. But they get the shots fired just as level 10 connects for the Hardos. So they get the altar. Now it's 32 points against 32. But yeah, still nicely done by the blue team. But also a good job on the last objective from the Donuts. Okay, 21 stacks for Tychus. 19 for Varian. 32 for Cassia. And here are level 10 abilities for them. Immediately the jump on the Rutsu. He moves away. Has the Might of the Narazim now. We got the Ice Wall. And also the Eye of Horus. Rutsu is put under pressure whenever he shows up. Every single time he's there, he gets attacked. Right away. So now, move to the top again. Try and take some of the experience down at the bottom of the map. There's another potential push coming. And it's always led by Varian. Here we go. There's the taunt. There's the follow-up from Stukov. They're pushing him back. Ice Wall is the saving grace. Oh, nearly a kill by Stukov. But what do you know? They are turning it against him, and now the Admiral is down. That's the third kill for the Donuts. Nice. Yeah, definitely a pretty cool development for them, considering that this all started with an engage by the Hardos as they attempted to gank up on Cassia. So now we got level 11 versus 11, nearly even experience. Rutsu still moving away here, running straight into Chris. Yeah, a little bit of damage, it's not too much. But we have a single altar at the bottom of the map, and both of the teams are going to be eager to take this one. There's also camps that we still have up for grabs. Yeah, in Skork, if Cassia can stack a bit more here, it's pretty much en route to the normal stack numbers that we're seeing. That Benny's done with his own quest on the level 1. There's the taunt again, early. Alright, the wall against only one of them, but Stukov in the back gets attacked and goes down. Zeratul comes in with a big damage, and there's the follow-up on Sonya. Nicely done. Rutsu escapes. Hazu! It's a triple kill. Screw it, it's a quad kill. They're gonna get him. Are they? No way. Bad Benny is able to move out. Now they're gonna likely lose that bottom bell tower now. But that Bad Benny survives, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Good job by him. But the bell tower is now lost. So the momentum from those kills, the Donuts, they capitalized on it. They took the advantage and they ran with it. 6 kills to 4. 13 talent isn't ready just yet. But yeah, that's a lead, and it forces the hand of the Hardos. They have to eventually move down and try and get something done here. Rutsu is dead. Is he? Maybe. Anna, yes! Anna with a save! It's not over yet though. No, no. Nice! Ixir. The blue team played this so well. They moved down into the bush and then they connected the spear, stunned him out, used the taunt to drop the damage, and Zeratul would have been dead if not for Anna. Ixir reacting so quickly to what was happening at the upper part of the map. With his ult, moved in and made sure that he survived, and now they're turning it again. Zeratul is down, but so is Stukov. Nice kill for a kill. The fight continues and they are just going ham on each other. But there is no retreat point. Yeah, you can't run into that bad boy. So they have to fight. They gotta do something here, trying to move around it. But Sonya is down and now they are focusing on Bad Benny, who also dies. Stukov is dead as well. Therefore they have no heal. And with a follow-up kill on Tigers, that was the end of this one. Yeah, they retreated and then they realized, oh shit, that bell tower has been reclaimed. Can we move past it? No, they're gonna catch us. So they started to face off against them, hoping for at least a counter kill. They didn't get that, and now it's 10 kills to 5. God, I love it. Great series. Great series over here. Ana with the channel. 5 shots are going to be fired, and that puts the core down. Oh, 10. They got 2. My bad. 18 to 32 now. And of course, they're attempting to hold the bot lane. Escorting some of those pumpkins in. Stukov, you can't die now. He's insanely low. And turning it though. Oh, no way. No way. What a save. I can't believe it. What a save. That was crazy. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. But first, let's have a look at this one. 16 talents already. They got the advantage in the team fight. Hazu. Oh, God. He's dead. They're farming them now. They're absolutely farming them. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. It's a triple kill. 13 kills to 5. But first of all, let's look at the save on Cassia. That started all of this. Check that out. I mean, Anna just going berserker on the healing and somehow keeping Skork alive. If not for that, that triple kill would have never happened. It was a huge, huge play. And now, of course, it's the boss that's up on the map. Boss gets attacked. Is about to be taken. Sonya still at the bottom. Chris is trying to do a bit of damage. He obviously has no chance to do anything seriously about it, but the 4 shots are fired and that puts them down to 13 points right there. Bam. 13 points. They're reclaiming at least the bottom bell tower now. Hazu has been stuck on 33 stacks for a long time. And we got 57 for Cassia. Copenhagen opens the next camp up. Now, of course, with 16 versus 16 talents, you can at least fight on even talents. That's huge. That's big. Ooh, also, we got the Rampage on the side of Sonya now. They're trying to go for 2 out of the 3 altars. They're even trying to steal this one away. No, they're only taking 1. They're taking the item, but they're losing out on the top. And that's just as I say, I remember they got Deathwing. Copenhagen, he's trying. First 4 shots are being fired. And he's gonna try for the rest. But Mei is down, and they want the second kill. Skog. Careful. Rutsu, Zeratul! He takes 1, jumps in again, he wants more, and he gets Stukov.
Hail to the king, baby.
Big plays from Zeratul again. 4 heroes down. The only survivor is Deathwing. They get all 3 altars. All 3 of them. And they are waiting for the bottom bell tower. They want the 10 shots. They want to end the game right here. They want to end the game right here, right now. And there's no reason why they wouldn't be able to do so. Chris at the top, Ana with the channel. The rest of the team is going to move towards the Rexa position. 5 shots are fired, and once that this one's out, it is game. What a performance. The Donuts, ladies and gentlemen, coming back with a bang into this one. Yep, Copenhagen gets the channel now. And that is a game. Nicely done. The series is tied. The Donuts with the victory on Towers of Doom. Definitely back to action here in this winner bracket final best of 5. Battlefield of Eternity, third map. Yeah, I called it earlier when I was thinking about, okay, what could be the second map? As I said, Battlefield of Eternity, but as it turns out, I was 1 map off. It's the 3rd one. And the series is tied. Couldn't really hope or wish for much more. And we've seen the power of the Donuts a little bit unleashed in the second game. The power of the Donuts, the sugar shock. No, but Uther gets banned, so I'm really happy about the series so far. Because game number 1, we saw that the Hardos come in and really just saying, okay, this is not going to be another one of those best of 5 matches where the Donuts just swipe us off the map, take us with the 3-0. This is something where we're going to fight back. We're going to reclaim that. And then again, game number 2, Donuts realizing that they maybe took the first match a bit too lightly, so they bring it back. We now go into the 3rd game on Battlefield, and one of the 2 teams will take the lead here. There's adjustments made in the draft depending on who you're playing against, and with the Zarya ban, you can already see that they are really respecting what the Donuts can do in the format. Now, this is the map where you don't see Medivh all the time. Again, he's still really, really good here, obviously, and we've seen him on Battlefield, but they leave him open because they're just saying, hey, the other picks that we have now, let's get rid of those first. Those are more impactful on Battlefield, at least in the hands of our opponent. And there's another Ana first pick now. Yeah, and Ana was pretty nuts in both of the games. She was absolutely crazy. Not only these kills that we saw on the first map with Eye of Horus, but just the plays on the last map to keep Cassia alive in that one instant around the bottom left. There was some crazy, crazy stuff. So, either way, now with the next few picks coming in for the Donuts, what are they going to pull off now? Because you can go for the Nubarak style again. They really like it here. And they do. And Nubarak Stukov. I mean, again, you have a lot of teams that are quite predictable a bit in what they like to play. That doesn't mean that they always have to play it, but Lauba and his boys are doing so well with this comp on this map. Why wouldn't they do it? It's gonna be like this until there's a few teams that are saying, hey, we know what you do, and they either start banning it specifically, but in this case, they value those meta bans more, or until a team comes in and says like, yeah, we know how to deal with that. We actually got your number now. We know what you're doing. And we just like draft in a way that we feel we get the upper hand now. And we have now Varian taken once more. Shocker. Plus Jimmy. But there's still a couple of open questions here. And one of them is, of course, the damage output for the Donuts. There's always the question, do you go for something like Cassia? Do you play towards team fight? Do you play towards the objective? Do you attempt to lock a Hanzo in, for example? Is Vala a hero that you want to empower somehow? Since now Zarya is banned, the Vala pick is a bit less likely unless they're willing to commit to a second support, which we've seen, but I don't expect here necessarily. And you're talking, of course, about side lane too. What are you going to get in side lane? Let's also not forget that this is the map where the Hardos the last time played a quadruple melee lineup, which, spoiler alert, didn't work. This time they already got some range damage. So there's the Cassia ban, answering one of the questions already. So they're not willing to give the Cassia up, which might now result in the Donuts taking some heroes that are a bit more impactful towards the objective too. Deathwing gets banned out. One of the reasons is very likely that, first of all, Deathwing is a total pain in the ass, but another one that right now the Hardos are relying on Deathwing heavily. Now Medivh is still up, but we get Li Ming. And we get Rexa. Okay. Yeah. And I'm looking over towards what the Hardos are playing. And I'm thinking, is there still a chance that I lock him in? And I guess not really. There's no real combo that you can go for with Medivh right now. Of course, portals are never useless. Neither is the shield. But that setup, they need a side laner first and foremost. There's Urel. I mean, he even got banned earlier. And yep, last pick. Maiev. Okay. Yeah, Maiev plus Varian. That's a lot of engage and CC on that. And an insta pick on Genji for Rutsu. Not even hesitating. Just like, bam. Let's get that Genji in. Battlefield of Eternity, everybody. It is game 3 in the best of 5 here at the Winnerbracket Final of the Rive Cup. Our Heroes of the Storm tournament continues with some insane action. And I hope that the third map is also going to be another highlight. So let's jump straight into Battlefield of Eternity. Hardos against Donuts. And on the left side, I can't help myself. Every single time I say that, Donuts against Hardos or Hardos against Donuts, it sounds like the beginning of a joke. I have no idea what the joke is, but I always feel like shortly after there should be a punchline. And I just have no idea. I mean, honestly, if you have one, feel free to drop it in the chat, in the comments, wherever. Totally fine, but yeah, I just can't come up with anything. That sounds good. Anyways, Hardos is playing Jimmy. We got Chris on Urel, Nick on Maiev, and Yasu with his Smurf account on Ana. Bad Benny is playing Varian. And on the right side of the map, the Donuts with Rutsu on Genji, Ixia on Stukov, Copenhagen on Rexa, Laubergen on Nubarak, and Skork is playing Li Ming. Okay, let's go. We already got the bot lane set up. There's, well, I suppose that Rexa is going to rotate top. And for a moment, it looked like Genji might join him and try to get the damage in against Urel, but no, not so much. But down at the bottom of the map now, we got the Exterminator in. Yeah, immediate aggression against Bad Benny and Lauber. Both of them a bit low. And Genji is doing his thing again. He had some insane plays in some of the earlier series, but not so much in this one right now. Okay. Yeah, camps are going to spawn soon, and then it's all about trying to take the camp at the bottom of the map and up at the top. Also, the level 4 is going to be important, but Genji is jumping in, and they're diving on Ana. Yeah, the big Ana dive, and the double kill. Maybe not. Maybe even 1 for 1. Oh, cooldown. He tried to get the camp to attack Genji. Hazu, you sneaky bastard. But it didn't work out. But still, that could have been a double kill against the blue team. As it stands, they got away with only 1 death. Alright, now as this continues, guys, again, a big shout out to everybody that supports the channel here on Patreon. Now, once again, we had another BlizzCon where Blizzard decided that Heroes of the Storm just doesn't exist, and I don't think we're going to get any big support from them, especially in the competitive scene anytime soon. If you want to support more competitive casting and also more tournaments, then head over to patreon.com/Khaldor. You can support the channel there. Thank you for everyone that already does that. It's very much appreciated, and it keeps the lights on here and helps to continue the Heroes of the Storm coverage. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy the show. So shout out to all my patrons. Now over in the game, we got level 4 coming in soon, and if you know anything about a variant composition, then you know very well that that means we're going to get taunt, and that's where the game really starts for the team in blue. So they're again aggressive, by the way, and that's mostly the red team. Before level 4 is in, and nah, they stay too long. Nice side move from Chris. Rutsu is dead. Yeah, they went too aggressive, and they would have gone away if not for Urel. So Chris read that like an open book, moved down, and just pushed them back in just as the level 4 came through. And bam! Immediately we got the hit in. Now, we got on the top side also the better barbs now, and when we're looking towards the Rexa, he has now gone on level 4 straight into the Grizzled Fortitude. Doesn't want to go for the globe stacking on the map here. Camps are taken by both of them. More or less even experience. Not really big difference here. Lauber gets the stun through, but again, they are on high level. It's a kill for a kill. It's a bit of poke that we're now seeing. And of course, you got a reset combo with Genji plus Liming. Both of them have a couple of reset mechanics that they can play around with. It's a comp that has been played in HTC for a long time as well. And he gets already a little bit lasered down here. Okay. Rutsu at this point is going full Naruto on his ass with one shuriken after another. There's the jump by Lauber. They really want their kill. Ana with the heals. And Rutsu commits and he gets it. They're trying to get the follow-up on Ana, but at least that doesn't work out. Second kill is through though. But the bigger story is that the objective has now dropped into halftime mode because Hazops was able to get the auto attacks connected. Now they're jumping in a little bit quicker over on the right side, but I'm not sure who's going to take this because Hazu is insane. He stuns them out, okay, that's big. That might just win it for them. Yeah, if you can get another stun in, nope. Oh, this could be so close. It's 1,000 hit points. And we got the red team with the win, but they're actually getting an Uberak. They completely body blocked them here. One on the right, one on the left, and bam. Well, that's how they got the Beetle crushed. Okay, so instead of going up to the top and pushing, maybe they're staying at the bottom and getting some damage in there. Rutsu, careful, baby. Yeah, there's the tether. Deflect. Sleeping dart. And he's dead. No! Yeah, there it is. Oh my god. This game. 3 against 2 kills. And we got level 7 for both. Good damage at the bottom wall, up at the top. Similar picture, of course, there with the Immortal. Ixia stayed too long. Another one of these insane sleep darts. I mean, oh boy, come on. They take Stukov down, 4 kills to 2. It's just absolutely nuts. These sleep darts, they're hitting like homing missiles. And there's always a follow-up kill. Every time you see either Urel following up on it and pushing the target back in. A taunt comes through. Yeah, it's a bit bananas. Alright, so, I don't know. All the way up at the top, Copenhagen. Yeah, he's getting a camp at least for the team. With level 7, we now got the augmented guard in again. We're also looking at the leeching scarabs and Calamity. More important even. Okay. This is slightly an experience now for the blue team. So the Hardos, after they initially struggled on kills, are now ahead. And they're going for another one. And they take a Nubarak down. Alright. Varian comes in, starts to taunt a Nubarak. You're just a giant cockroach. And, well, that makes the Beetle mad. Very, very mad. Yeah, exactly. He can't allow for that shit talk, so he jumps in and, well, you saw the rest. Gets killed quickly afterwards. Yeah, at the same time, level 10. That's a big lead, guys. That's a level lead around the objective and a level 10. Ooh, they go for Genji. There's the taunt. Your brother is much cooler than you. Genji is immediately tilted and attacks, and he's down as well. You gotta do something about those Varian engages. This Varian setup is just a bit too strong right now. The follow-up is so in sync every time. I recommended this particular playstyle for years now to amateur teams. Even before Varian was buffed, obviously it was the buff on Varian's hit point pool that made it real viable in competitive play too. But even before that, on lower levels where the error margin is a little bit higher, you could do a lot with it. Stukov gets killed and you can just see how you can reset this over and over again. Kill after kill. A Nubarak down, Stukov down, 8 kills to 2, and now they're totally running the show here. Genji barely makes it out. And they go for another Immortal, and this one is going to be a disaster since it's nearly 100% on the shields for them. So, I don't know. They need kills. They need to somehow, with level 10 now, make the engage with the Nubarak, get a cocoon off, and then just crush them. If they can't pull that off, then I don't know, guys. That's gonna be real rough. They need something here. They need to come somehow back into this game, because now they are roughly a level and a head behind, and on Battlefield of Eternity there can be a disaster, and of course there hasn't been even any pressure from the Immortal. It's just now coming in. They're looking for the potential fight. They're looking for some setup here. Here comes the battle. Exactly what we talked about, and they get Ana. They get Ana, and they get Maiev. Both of them are gonna die here, maybe even more. They're looking for more. They want Varian. Rutsu is low and gets taunted. They're pushing him out. 2 kills for 1, but that fight is not over. Chris is also jumping out, and Bad Benny makes it out probably. Hazu gets slowed, and that's the end of Jimmy. Alright, 3 kills for 1. The top fort falls though. Top fort falls, but those kills, those were bad. Those were really, really important. Yeah. There we have it. 9 kills to 5. Alright, so they're slowly bringing it back here, but they couldn't save the top fort. And honestly, that was never really on the table. With that big of a shield on the second Immortal, it was never on the table that they could save that fort. Not in that situation. If you killed a couple of heroes right after the Immortal was taken and it was a 5 versus 4, 5 versus 3 at the top, then yeah, maybe. But in that situation, there's just no way. So the fort goes down. It's level 12 versus level 12 though. So with level 13 talents, they can slowly start to bring them back here. It was a real good engage, and they need to make more of those happen. Yep, they get the quick kill against Ana. Those are the plays. Dive onto the backline, take him down, and they are now cocooning Varian. Time and time again. Get rid of that taunt. There's the play. Varian protected, by the way, but not for long enough. He goes down, and they want Nick. And Nick is a little bit low, but he escapes. So now we have more control for the Donuts. Yeah, that is way more like it. God, this is a good series. These snappy decisions the entire time. Bam! Follow-up. Super quick. Everybody knows exactly what they're supposed to do. And now they're going to go for Chris. Nick, on the other hand, he sifts this out. Oh, he came, he saw, and he peed his pants. Veni, Vidi, PP. Yeah, quick annihilation of Maiev. Doesn't stand a chance here. Rexa is at the top. Down here, they're starting to move away. Another sleep dart connects with Genji, and he eats some damage, but he's still going to be fine. They saved their fort, though. Yeah, it saved them the fort. But both of these teams now, with incredible quick plays. Yeah, they are playing a super, super fun style. 26,000 damage now for Li Ming. 23,000 on the side of Maiev. Alright. Let's go. It's Immortal time. Let's make it happen. Bam! The jump is there. Both of the teams are going for it. And it seems that the red team is a little bit faster. The Donuts are just a bit faster. Okay. Then again, the Hardos. Go hard or go home, baby. It's the moment of truth. Can they make a play here? Bottom of the map. Rexa is trying to take the camp down. They go for Chris. They can't get him, though. At least they poke him down a bit. Now Jimmy's at the top. Down here, the fight continues. There's the cocoon. More of a defensive one. That means that they can't go for the aggressive play this time. It's going to be much harder for them now to jump on Ana, Jimmy, or anybody else. Much, much harder. With the cocoon being out and Varian now being part of that fight, no matter what happens, that's a bit of a problem. There's a 50-second cooldown on cocoon. I don't think they can just poke it out for that long. I mean, maybe. Bit of a chance. But, yep. Let's see. 9 to 8. Varian. Yeah, he was waiting for someone to step up. Okay. They go again for Genji. He needs healing. He needs healing. I don't know if you knew, but Genji needs healing. Desperately. Chris doesn't pop the ult yet either, but there's the engage. Ana, they get the kill against her. Bad Benny, you know Bad Benny. It doesn't matter anymore. He couldn't help her in the slightest. Chris pops the ult. Bad Benny goes down, and they get the kill against Maiev. Damn. What happened to the Donuts? They had some real problems earlier, but now they're just coming in with some insane plays. It's incredible. Like, some of these setups, it's not like only that they make one call and they get the target, but they're following up with kills after that so fast that you barely can follow it. 11 to 9 kills. 16 to 15 on the level count. And the Immortal moving through the top. The fort is down before it even has a chance to arrive. And off we go. They're starting to make the play for the keep. Or at least for the wall. Right now, the situation in structures is dead even. Yeah, another sleep dart. Okay, extra damage against Lauber. Yeah, newsflash. Someone's going to be in that bush. But here they try to go for Nick. He wanted to tether it. Couldn't. Stukov waiting out with a lurking arm. He can empower that push even further. And they're trying to. They play for a keep. And they are starting to dive in. Down here, nice lockdown against Stukov. Sorry, against Variant for a moment. 17, 60 talents any moment now for the Hardos. They want to force the fight. There it is. Even talents. But the keep is going to fall. The Immortal shuts it down. Keep is gone. And now we're having the retreat of the red team. Mission accomplished. Job done. They go for the next camp. Epicenter is also in. And the bot lane pressure. 37,000 damage for Li Ming. 29,000 for Maiev. This isn't even the last map. This is only for the lead. This is only for the lead in the best of 5. We could see a 5-mapper in this one. Easily. But yep. Bad Benny is looking for another target. They know that they need that taunt now. They need to respond in kind. They need to come in and also get a kill. There's 3 heroes that haven't died yet. There's also a top camp that is still pushing. So that's going to pressure the core eventually. We're 14 minutes in. Yeah, a little bit of damage against the fountain. Banshee gets attacked too. There's also the bottom camp. Fountain is gone. That's already a good step into the right direction for them. But the Hardos, they don't want to give this up that easily. Urel is at the top, so this is a 5 versus 4 down here. Right underneath the fort, but you still got to be careful. If they decide that they want to fight into it and drop the cocoon on you, then you are forced to take the battle. And here they go. They're forcing it. 5 versus 4. Why would you force that? Oh my god, there's the cocoon and they have to battle. Urel is on the way, but they're actually retreating from this. Jesus! Don't scare me like that. Cocoon has been baited out, but they are retreating from it. They're waiting for the Immortal. It's 17 seconds. They don't want to fight the fight. That was a bit of a ballsy one. I mean, seriously, guys. Dropping just like after the fort falls, taking that battle in a 4 versus 5 situation. Oh, be careful, please. So once again, the setup here at the side. Misha is sniffing all of that out. Reyna's Raiders is pretty much just a flying Misha. That's all that it is. Can't get the real deal, build one. Pretty much the same thing without a stun. Just make sure that there's no flank setup. There's the engage they were waiting for, Nick. They were waiting for Nick. He makes it out, just a close call. Chris is jumping into the back line, but they saw everything happen. They interrupted everything. They shut them down from the get-go. And now it's a kill against Ana in the backline. The taunt against Genji. He's dead, but the Li Ming reset kills Maiev off. 2 kills for 1. Chris on the run. Fucking Urel gets away again. The Divine Steed. Problem is that Varian can't run like this. Yeah. They lock him down, and he's in trouble. And with trouble, I mean he's dead. That's another Immortal. It's at least a halftime show. Top side gets defended now, and they got to. Someone has to also retreat down to the bottom of the map from the red team in order to defend this. But, yep, there's the halftime show already taken. Oh boy, what a series. I mean, Skok, he decided it's a bad idea to try and Hearthstone back there. It's like, alright, I'm going to go for the Fountain Boss. I'm going to be back. Buy me some time. We're going to be Gucci. But they shut them down at every single approach of the engage. Even Chris jumping into the back with Urel was immediately met by Ixia and the shove. Just buying some time, just making sure that there was nobody that could ruin their synergy. And then they moved on to Ana again and they got the kill. And of course it's telegraphed. I mean, it's not like the Hardos look at this and they don't like, oh my god, who are they going to attack? They know that Ana is the prime target. But she still needs to be part of the fight. And with all of them diving this deep to get to her, it's just difficult for her to stay far enough away. Now, this is where the shit really hits the fan though, because now you're up against not only an Immortal with nearly 100% shield. I mean, we're talking 85%, 90% shield. We're talking about a level 20. They got Storm Talents now. They got the cooldown reduction on the Axe Strike. They got the kill command. We got also Rewind, Repulsion. They not only want keep, they want the game here. he would of course be great, but if you can end the game, of course you're gonna try to pull it off. They are absolutely crushing through that bot lane now. Oh, yep. The Donuts, they move in and they are starting to murder. The cage is down, the ults are getting used. Already the trouble for Bad Benny. Cocoon is in. Lauber dives. He dives a bit too deep. Gets healed, but he might still fall. Lauber, the shield. Misha with a save. And it is the kill against Jimmy that kicks us off here. The keep is down. Ladies and gentlemen, the Donuts, they're moving through the Hardos like hot butter through cheese as they drop the keep, they drop Varian and Jimmy. It's a 3 versus 5 at the bottom of the map, and they're going for more kills, and they're getting them, they're finding them. Ana is down. This is the lead. This is going to be the lead right here. 17 kills to 10. The Donuts take the advantage in the best of 5 of the Heroes of the Storm series. What a game on Battlefield of Eternity. Infernal! Yeah, game number 4. And it feels like the Donuts warmed up a little bit. Am I the only one that looks at this and says, like, game number 1, they lost. And it didn't really look all that close. Game number 2, yeah, a bit of a back and forth, but still, they pulled it off and won. And then all of a sudden, went Battlefield of Eternity, and they are just crushing. So, if you want to really just look from the performance level, from 1, 2, 3, they just get better and better and better. So, I don't know what's happening here. Maybe the Donuts need a little bit more time, but either way, now that we're heading into game number 4, this might be the last one of this series, unless the Hardos now bring it back, win on Infernal Shrines, and then force game number 5. So, there's that. Okay, but now we got Zarya already in. And, well, let's go. Zarya is here, Uther is banned, Chromie is banned, no more fake gnomes over here. And there's the Medivh ban. Does anybody want to take a bet? What bet Benny is going to pick? I don't think, when available, Bad Benny picked anything but Varian in this entire tournament. Not once. I think we've seen him... Wait, we've seen him on Battlefield of Eternity on Thrall in one of the series, but I don't know if Varian was banned or not. I think Varian was banned. Varian must have been banned. Like, it kind of feels like they should just, like, run a script that picks Varian whenever ready. Anyways, so... with the Zona first pick, Infernal Shrines, again, you want to have the position on the shrine. So that's already good luck. And there's the Anubarak and Ana pick. Last time it was them that had problem with Ana. Last time they had the problems here. Now we got Anubarak on the side of the Ana player, so that makes him already much, much safer. Unless, of course, there is something like a Sonya Leap, a Johanna Falling Sword, anything like that. If that kicks in, that's a different story. But for now, Ana is actually a little bit safer given the current meta and what we're seeing most of the time. Now, we got Hanzo locked in and Lucio, so we're going Overwatch again on this one. Now with the next bans coming in. And let's see what they can do here. Yeah, what do you ban at this point? I mean, main tank. You could ban the main tank. But this is feeling more and more like a combo where they could decide in favor of a different hero, but Varian. I'm already a little bit surprised that Varian wasn't chosen already and we didn't see a Stukov pick. So they're banning Deathwing instead. And honestly, I kind of agree. Ban something else. Don't worry so much about the Varian here. It feels like the Hardos are finally starting to move away from that, at least a bit. We could still see Varian, but we haven't seen this Stukov setup as a support. They go for Lucio instead. Zeratul gets banned, okay. And, well, here we go. Zeratul banned out, so they're targeting Rutsu a bit with this. Actually, they're targeting Rutsu with 2 of their picks. 3 if you count Uther, which he has played 2, I think. But Zarya and Zeratul definitely targeting him specifically. Okay. How do you follow up on Anubarak here? Tychus and D.Va. Good setup. Pretty good setup for them now. Tychus for Odin. There's a real solid chance that if they were looking for a second damage dealer, range damage dealer. The Hardos would have taken it themselves. But yeah, so Tychus is in, Diva is there. And let's have at it. Bad Benny, moment of truth. Is he playing anything else here? Or do we get him again? Yeah, Jojo! And they play the Ragnaros. Chris is gonna play Ragnaros likely. He played it a couple of times. He played it, I wanna say, was it earlier in this tournament or was it in the last Masters Clash qualifier? I honestly can't remember, but yeah, there's the Ragnaros again. And Sonya. Plus Jojo. Okay, different style now all of a sudden. The Hardos, they changed their MO. Rutsu needs to react. He's the last one to pick for the red team. And the Donuts, they follow the double pick up with Maiev. Maiev, Winnerbracket and Diva, Tigers in the back. Game number 4, everyone. Let's go. Infernal Shrines, the Donuts against the Hardos here at the Heroes of the Storm tournament. Let's get this party started. Game number 4, Hardos against the Donuts. Hazu Ops on Hanzo. The boys in blue, they need to win 2 in a row to advance to the grand final of the tournament. The loser of this series drops down in the loser's bracket. Nick on Ragnaros, not Chris. They didn't shift the 2. Okay. Bad Benny on Johanna, Chris on Sonya, and Yasu on Lucio. On the right side of the map, the Donuts with Rutsu on Maiev, Laub on Winnerbracket, Copenhagen on Diva, Ixia on Anna, and Skog is playing Tychus. Okay, so it is time to party. Right now, it's all on... I mean, again, it's all in the cards still. You can still win this one. The Hardos, they have shown time and time again that they have the skills to pull that off. But the Donuts... they kind of seem to have been gotten better from game to game to game to game. And now that we're in map number 4, immediately they jump into the backline and Hazu is dead. Okay, they found their rhythm again. They lost it on game number 1, but now they definitely found it again. They're jumping with Winnerbracket into that backline, and last time they went for Anna time and time again. This time they're looking at the hipster with the beard and the bow. And they're like, alright, you are dead, my friend. We got Hanzo too many times in the past, and this is just the end of you. I'm not sure what to tell you here. And they're going for the next kill. And they get it. Lucio is dead too. 2 kills to 0. Wow. Yeah, I talked a bit about the track record between the 2 teams, and I mentioned that in 2 best of 5s, the Hardos only won a single map, if I'm not mistaken. And as game number 2 started up in this series, it seemed like this is where this entire streak is gonna break. But right now, we are pretty much back on track for another 3-1 victory for the Donuts. Now, of course, a bit too early to really make a judgment on game 4 yet, but at least the beginning is not really promising for the Hardos. Now, we've seen them with some great games, but they need to bring this back quickly, because if you lose momentum right now, then you're gonna have trouble around the second objective. Objective number 2 is normally where the level 10 abilities are kicking in. And even, I mean, technically, even on level 1, or sorry, on the first objective, the level 7 could be a problem. So they're invading here, I like that. It's a 4 versus 3, and they steal it away. Alright, they steal it, and I don't think we're gonna get a kill here. Well, actually, Rutsu is coming in for the tether. They are trying to engage, and Maiev is starting to move out, but this isn't over yet. There's the push, the kill, and Maiev is dead. Nice. They steal the camp, they get the kill against Maiev, and now they're even going for Tychus. Oh my god! Who survives in the skin of his teeth? Okay, still, that's the move that I needed. The Hardos, they are not just rolling over and dying here. No. They are bringing this back, or at least they're trying to. Okay, so I like this. They got 1 kill, they steal the camp. They were nearly getting a bit more than that, but the rest of the kills didn't come through. So, as it stands now, we still have the objective coming up in the middle. Obviously, Nick with his trade on Ragnaros, he can really chip in a lot once that the objective is up. We also have on Tychus, I guess this time I really got to mention it, we have the bigger they are. It's not really as common anymore. Both talents are now nice, you can get the stacking, but especially in this tournament we got a lot more stacking than anything else. And against the triple front line like this, you could technically go for stacks, but the bigger they are for the quick kills is what they're trying to look for. And Chris, talking about big kills and quick kills, he's down. Gets caught in the rotation and gets dropped before anything else can even happen here. Now they are absolutely body blocking the shit out of Bad Benny. And they might get a kill against him too. Is he gonna make it? No, they dive deep. And Lucio gets tethered in and he also dies. What the hell? They're not even stopping. They go for Nick. He thought he was safe and he's dead as well. At least Harzobs is able to dish some damage out and follows up with the Anubara kill. So Lauba is dead, but everybody else just crushed them. 6 kills to 2 and the level 7. It's amazing that the experience lead isn't bigger for the Donuts. But yeah, they are, of course, heavily ahead on the objective now. What a series. I don't know. Seriously, when the Donuts step up to the plate, it feels like... I mean, it's incredible. I mean, again, this is the team that qualified 3rd for the Masters Clash. 30k and Chili Mountain did better. The top 4 in Europe is so much fun right now. Watching them play, it's really awesome. Now, they go for the objective, but the explosion already put a chunk of damage into that one, so that didn't really last too long. They still want to take the wall here at least. But, oh boy. Bottom of the map, yeah, Chris is starting to move away, and he is able to make it out this time, but they were going for him. I mean, they really were aiming for him specifically, trying to take him out again. They called it early, so he was able to move away, but that could have backfired. Now, level 1, level 4, we got the Engulfing Flame and the Slow Burn, so it's all about the Blast Wave here. That's definitely going to assist the melee setup that they have. Leading experience isn't really all that great. I mean, the Donuts, they have taken a bit chunk of map control. And they are now the ones initiating most of the plays here. They decide which camps they go for and whatnot. But they're not heavily ahead in XP. It's a bit of a lead, but it's nothing crazy. So I was worried earlier about the potential level 10 lead around objective number 2. To be honest, I don't really think that's something that the blue team has to worry about too much. As long as they're not getting farmed now and all of a sudden start feeding into them, they're totally fine here. The kill discrepancy is more so a bit of a problem in what it signifies. But yeah, again, the aggression, the jump, 1 in, 2 in. I don't think you want to commit that hard to the choke point. That's just asking for trouble. But if you, of course, can do anything about the level 10 advantage, then there it is. Okay, Blessed Shield into Sulfuras and Leap. They're going all out on this one. Yeah, they got so many stuns here. Lauba is immediately diving out and he's just like, yeah, screw that. So now, if you land anything... Arrow! She's dead. Leap, Blessed Shield. They commit everything. Goodbye, Anna. Was nice knowing you. Rutsu is also dead. Bam! Hardos bringing it back. Leap is now into... and they're making it out. Skork is shooting and getting damage connected, but it's not enough to get a kill. At least I don't think so. No, team. Hello, guys, you are 3. It's a 3 versus 5. I don't care how low they are. I have no idea what that was just. What was that supposed to do? Okay, Anna? Fucking Eye of Horus. I always forget that shit. So it's just like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, clink, clink. And then, boom, Hanzo's dead. Now, granted, they got Tychus, but Hanzo died for it too. So, a bit of a level lead now for the Hardos, but boy, it is just crazy. Anna, of course, she needs to be super careful. At this point, you need to watch for those Hanzo arrows. He connected the arrow, then the Blessed Shield, then the Sulfuras. I mean, that didn't even account for the lead that came in later. But, jeez. Oh my god, this series. Semi-finals alone were awesome, but now the winner bracket final is just amazing. 19,000 damage for Ragnaros. 17,000 and, well, Anubarak, hello. Okay. Blessed Shield and Sulfuras were both used. Yeah, my bad. I'm not quite sure why Anubarak would even be in a position where he can get killed by that, but yeah, apparently they caught him off guard. It's always a bit of a weird one, I feel, still, when you have such a huge cooldown. It's a 1 minute cooldown and the death time has what now? 20 seconds? So, is it worth the trade? Probably not. But you're just hoping for that time when you have 5 on the map that you can capitalize on this. Yeah, there's a tether. They're coming in with the rest of them. Bad Benny! Iron Skin! And he gets out. The arrow misses completely. That was a bit of a safety arrow. Now we get the level 13 talent. At the top, Sonya is alone on the shrine. And off we go. Come on. 13 versus 13. And now they're just boosting towards the top lane now. And Nubarak is already there. And Chris is like, yeah, I'm out of here, boys. I'm out of here. There's a little bit too much. I'm a party girl, but I can handle this many. This is just too much for me too. But as I say, the Mortar Punisher's taken. They just waited a little bit long for it. They might get Nick though. Yeah, Nick is... Okay, he was a bit in a weird spot here. And instead, they're just simply saying, alright, let's get this Hazu guy. But here comes the kill against Maiev. Lauba is low too, and that's a kill. No matter how much he comes through with the Eye of Horus here, he couldn't get the kill against Hanzo. They're trying to make a play for Lucio, but even that doesn't work. So that's 2 heroes down for the Donuts, and it could be another one. Bad Benny. Oh, no grenade for Skog. So Bad Benny makes it out. But that fort at the top, that thing couldn't run, and the Punisher simply says, alright boys, I got that. Start to jump in and get some extra damage connected here. Also, Skog, yeah, I'm sorry, brother, but you are dead too. Jeez, they are just honestly, sometimes both the Hardos and the Donuts, they're like the Mafia. It's like you see one solo guy standing somewhere and they come crawling out of every single corner going for the kills and just pummeling the guy. Doesn't matter if he's on the ground already, they are kicking him and yeah, they're just dragging them down here. Now it's 9 kills to 7. It's an entire level lead that the Hardos have. Lauba, I don't know why he even stays there. Why would you give them the chance to do anything about it? Okay, re-engage attempt. A little bit on the fence on that too. That fort is just gone. Is it? No, it's not. They're not committing. Okay. Middle of the map. Tychus is defending. And let's go. For now, 36,000 for Ragnaros. 36,000. Yeah, and another Sulfuras. This time he got away. Leap onto the target. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. They're ganging up on them. Now, it's a 5 versus 3, so that obviously helps. Tychus was in the middle and Diva was up at the top. But now they're doing the same thing down here. Dodging out, and the arrow hits Ana instead. Ixia is on the run, and he's dead too. They are farming them. Yeah, they're turning this into a farm simulator over here. 11 kills to 7. Bam! Down goes the fort. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, that turned quickly. Early game, 6 kills to 2. Big lead for the Donuts, in kills at least, and in map control. And all of a sudden you turn around and 2 minutes later it's 0 forts left for the Donuts. And they're way behind in kills. Not only was the gap in kills bridged, they already were heavily surpassed on top of that too. So yeah, the situation gets worse and worse and worse and worse here for the Donuts. Now, on the one hand, I'm saying like, well, this is looking fantastic for the Hardos. Game number 5, bring it, baby. On the other hand, I've seen too many games between these two teams to not know that the Donuts can still turn this. And they have multiple times. So, yeah, let's not just call it quits yet. 27,000 damage for Tychus. And the next objective will be at the bottom of the map. Yeah. Lauba. Okay, this time he gets out here. Watch that arrow. Watch that Hanzo arrow. Once they're starting to go for a big play again, it's going to be about the arrow. Engaging here? Yeah, maybe not so much. I mean, that is really a choke point that you kind of don't want to commit to. Not with Leap being on the board. Not with the Blessed Shield. Tychus was also still at the bottom of the map. If you want to force a fight, at least make it a 5 versus 5. Okay. So, for now, bottom of the map, there we have it. In comes Skog. Okay. And it's time to party. The better position, the early position here for the Donuts, but again, Hardos, we're waiting for Hazu here in the back. He's likely gonna be the one with the arrow to lock that one in, or the Blessed Shield, one of the two. Let's see who makes the play first. Odin gets popped at 14 stacks. Good for them. Bad Benny is low. Chris is sitting at the side. He wants to leap. They want to go for Ana, but they find him out and he has to leap away. He needs to leap, use as an leap as an escape tool instead of engaging. Bad Benny is low too, and they take control of the shrine completely. That should be a Punisher to their name now. They don't have the stacks yet, but they're getting incredibly close. And a lot of this was really done by Ixia and the rest sniffing out where Sonya was. That girl needs to take a shower. Seriously. They sniffed her out instantly. They knew exactly where she was. And then Chris had no other choice, but he needed to leap out of that spot. Now, D.Va is defending against Sonya at the top side. Down here, they need to pressure. But here comes Ragnaros. And that's what that trade is all about. Slow that down. Make the plays here. And burn it away. Punisher, is it proccing another jump? Can they follow up on something here? That fort is down. There it is. At least Nick gets stunned out for a second, but they're a bit too low to do anything about it. So the fort is down. The top has taken some damage, though. That keep is taking even more as the minion wave takes the catapult down. 2 shots get connected. D.Va is dealing with the middle, and now they are still a level behind. But they took a fort down. So there's that. And yeah, they need to do a bit more if they really want to bring this big, because the big threat is the level 20. Yeah, top side. I mean, now Copenhagen, as you can see, he doesn't push this out. He doesn't need to. He plays this super slow because then nobody can gank him. So this is the safest way that you can get the experience at the top. You're protecting the keep, but you're not allowing your opponent to gank up on you. Rest of the team, they need to be super careful now, of course. Because if they move too far out, then they are forced into a 5 versus 4. And once the level 20 talent kicks in, that's going to be even worse. The whole objective for the Donuts is to get level 20. Yep, Ragnaros right away with the submerge over here. Gonna be tough to take him down. And the bullseye. Plus, the radiating faith. Well, 1 level. It's an entire level that they need. And of course, Hardos come in and they're saying, well, we got the 20. Let's start pushing this a little bit. And see what we can get out of it. If we can get, again, a good arrow connected. Maybe a shield from Jojo. And follow up on it and get a kill. We can go for the keep. And maybe even end the game. Half a level is still missing for 20. And D.Va is waiting at the bottom. So does Sonya. Yeah, over here they get another minion wave too. Blast wave gets activated at the front again. But they're playing it super calm and collected now. Yeah, bot lane, same thing. They will have it for the objective. They just can't die now. And still a bit poke in the middle, but the keep, yeah, it's still fun. That camp, on the other hand, 3 seconds, you can kiss that one goodbye. That is not going to be a thing. Can't attack into that, I'm sorry. Even if you get the 20, that would be a bit too late to party. Yeah, and there we have it. 20 versus 20, but the camp, they lost out on this one. So it was an entire level lead, very little that the Hardos could do. But they at least stole the camp away and kept them pinned down. And here's a level 20 talent, so now it's party time. That gives us the big red button. And Winnerbracket, the Trader King. Oh, arrow, arrow. It's one. Bad Benny, blessed shield connects with 2. Where's the follow-up? Leap, and here we go. It's party time, and Anna is dead instantly. Hazo jumps out, but Copenhagen drops him from behind. Kill for a kill, but no support for the red team. And Winnerbracket is dead. The Trader King got punished. The death sentence right there. Ragnaros is down. Maiev is down. It's a kill for a kill all time around here. Skork is trying to get away though, but the problem is one team has a support and the other one doesn't. The end of Tychus. The shrine about to activate. That was a bit more of a clumsy approach this time with those stuns, but they were still able to get the kill, and that's all that they needed. Anna down, 15 kills, 2-9, and an open shot for the next objective here. Here we go. That's the one. And with this, they're gonna try for game and core. Yep. Push down to the bottom. Copenhagen is on the move, and they're making, of course, everything that they can to defend the bot lane at least. But of course, in the mid lane, the wall has already gone. There's even a bit of damage on the keep. And once that they have the Punisher, they're going to try and take not only the keep down, but the core as well. Great games by them, and we are likely to end up on a 5th map here. The Donuts, they need to really perform a bit of a miracle in order to win this one now. It's going to be really tough. That Punisher is going to be a monster. 18 minutes into the game with a 5-man push coming through. This is going to be difficult to stop. They're going to take solid damage. They can pull it off, don't get me wrong. It's still possible. But you also got to recognize that there's only one single fort taken down on the side of the blue team. So even if you 5-man wipe them now, it's going to be tricky to get mad value. I mean, maybe you can move to the bot lane and try to go for keep and core. But there's a lot of travel time that you have. So this is a bigger map. We'll find out what they can pull off here, but this is not going to be easy. Not even a little bit. 15-9. Level 22 to 21. It's party time. Punisher and double camp. 6 Khazras are there. 6 of them. Man. Yeah, there's the explosion. That's going to help, for sure. But it's not going to take them all down. They are burning it with Odin. Very quickly, though. 50% HP. But there's the leap into the back. They go for Ana. The Blessed Shield as a follow-up. And Ana is dead. Ixia is down. And here comes Ragnaros, wrecking everybody inside. The quick trade, once that the keep was down, and Nubarak is dead as well. 17 kills to 9. They are cleaning house. Lucio, the only one that falls. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be game. We're going to go to game number 5 in this series. What a Heroes of the Storm match. Oh my god. That tournament is getting sicker games by every round. We are heading straight to game number 4 after the victory of the Hardos on Infernal Shrines. We're going the full distance. Sky Temple. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. Final map between the two teams. It's a bit of a weird journey. After game 1, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a 3-0. Oh my god. Then all of a sudden the Donuts came back and I was just like, game number 2. We could actually get a couple more games there. Then game 3 happened where the Donuts just shit all over the Hardos. Hardos took a big break afterwards because they needed a long shower to get rid of all of that, and I was just like, okay, this is going to be an easy map 3, and I was wrong every single map, and it feels fantastic because it just means that we're going to get more great games. So I'm very, very happy with this. Now the bans, again, Lucio last map, big impact for him. Now we got Uther, we got Medivh banned, and of course you're coming back to questions like, do we ban Chromie? Yes, no. And well, that has been answered quickly. It's Sky Temple, and Sky Temple is always a little bit different. You have an objective that attacks structures directly, so if you get a Sylvana set up here, if you get a Greymane set up here, technically you can really accelerate that process quite nicely. We're starting with Brightwing. Big map, obviously, so you're looking for globals. Could see a Falster being picked at some point too, so that might be a thing as well. But yeah, let's go. This one will be interesting, to say the least. I mean, again, the winner moves to the grand final and the loser is going to drop down into the lower bracket. So the Hardos were already in that position earlier when they played in the semi-final. Now they find themselves on the 5th map once more. But this draft is what it comes down to. I've seen that before. They go for Nubarak and Stukov. Where have I seen this before? Also, Bad Benny not taking Varian? Really? I mean, last game Johanna, now a Nubarak. Like, what's happening over here? Okay, so what do we get? Cassia and Sonya. Yeah, the Sonya pick is up, and they get Cassia too. Alright. So Lauba and Rutsu still need their picks, and I suppose that they're going to try and ban Rutsu out again. Ban something that he's going to be, that they are not going to go up against. Is Zeratul something that you're worried about? I mean, Zeratul Brightwing can be a nuisance. Maiev could be another pick. It's a Zeratul ban. Yeah, it's one of those things that can throw you an easy curveball. So you're a little bit careful. Okay, there comes the Viking ban. That one is also kind of sweet because right now, that... I mean, again... It's sweet in the sense that it kind of feels good that they're covering their bases. It feels bad in the sense that I think, okay, we could have seen the Vikings here. At least they thought so. So Vikings get banned, and now the Hardos need to make their choice on the side lane, which is again Rexa, and Nick is playing Phoenix once more. Okay. Yeah, last few picks. Lauba, what's it gonna be? I think the last time that I saw him on this map, he played Mei. Rutsu is the one that I'm more curious about. He's really, as usual, the X factor here. Mei, there she is. And Falstad, okay. As I said, Falstad is a good pick together with Brightwing in particular, but even without her on Sky Temple. And now we need the last pick for the Hardos. This is what it comes down to, guys. Hardos against Donuts. Last map, this is about who goes straight up to the grand final. The loser will have to go through the bottom bracket obviously still a chance to make it then into the grand final, but still, you don't want to go through all that trouble. You want to qualify for that match directly, right here, right now. And it's Sylvanas. Told you about her. Sylvanas here on the map. Solid. Can Chris make it work? We'll find out. Map number 5 in our Heroes of the Storm match. The Hardos against the Donuts. It's Sky Temple, everybody. The series is tied and we are on the final map. Bad Benny for the blue team on Anubarak. We got Chris on Sylvanas, Hazorbs on Rexa, and Nick is playing Phoenix with Yazu on Stukov for the blue team. On the right side of the map, Lauba is playing Mei. We got Skorg on Cassia, Ixie on Brightwing. Copenhagen is playing Sonya in game number 5, and Rutsu on Falstad. Yeah, the bird's the word. You got the global, you got the side lane control. Let's see what he can do with it. Now, first of all, we got them splitting up on 3 maps already. The 2 globals at the bottom of the map. Nobody's... It's actually kind of funny because nobody is going for that healing beacon. It's all about finding out where Sylvanas is pushing. That's the reason why they're not going for this, because they're expecting the Sylvanas push. And they split to meet that head on, and they did it before there was any damage to structures. Good move. Nicely done by the Donuts, preventing the early tower snipe. The heat transfer on level 1. No stacking for Cassia, by the way. We have her with the charged strikes here. And we don't have a level 1 talent for Rutsu yet. So, what is he going for? Didn't really make a choice yet. Wingman or... No, well, has been solved. Wingman it is. Okay, so they're going for the Wingman here. And they're going to try to get those camps. Chris, so yeah, they're already fighting the 1 versus 1 here. And there's a bit of a battle also happening in the middle, where Nick warped out immediately. They want to go for Copenhagen, though. And Nubarak, he looked for the dive, but instead they're now rotating into the middle. Blue team is trying to get those snappy kills now. They're moving through the lanes. They're trying to look where they can dive in with the Nubarak. Now there's always Falstad who can simply ease away, so that's another one that they're going to try and pull off here. But there's also the dive over at the camp. They see all of this happening. Ixia stunned once, twice, Stukov, and... Oh my god! Oh, the last hit. Literally the last hit. 1 down, 2 down, and Nubarak survives. But the red team is unable to take the camp. No, not yet. Stukov! He's down, but Sonya is also trapped and she dies, and the camp is still not taken. Brightwing came back and they claim it. 3 kills to 1, but they hold the siege giants. Going full hold on this one. Hold the line, baby. Hold the spot, hold the camp. Level 4 a little bit quicker. The kill exchange between the 2 teams, but thanks to Brightwing's global and her being able to jump back in again, they are in a position where they can still hold on to the camp. Oh my god, what an opening in the game 5. Ring of Leech is now ready. They take the camp topside. Same is happening for the blue team now that the Hardos are rotating in. They took the siege giants first at the bottom of the map. And yep, here we have it. Lauba, okay, he makes it out. It was actually kind of crazy if you think about it. Nick could only get 1 more hit in, and that was the one that killed Brightwing. If that needed 1 more hit for them, or if the damage just wasn't enough to take Brightwing down, that would have been a totally different fight. Brightwing could have half-stoned and immediately moved back in, but it was that final connect that was enough to take it. And also, talking about connecting here, Brightwing is too late. 4 kills to 1. They're opening it up with a BAM. Hardos, they get the kills here. At the top, they're pushing this one out. Aura is already gone, but the rotations between the lanes that we've saw from the beginning, they are finally starting to yield some dividends here. Yeah, good plays and good moves. The bot lane already opened up, which means that for the objective, if you take the fountain down, that's going to be a big win. Level 7 talents give them the lead on top of it too. There we go. 4 to 1, but they are trying to bring it back here. And honestly, that's some nice structural damage that they have. Campbells are up too, so despite the fact that we have seen a lot of damage at the bottom of the map, we're seeing the same happening at the top, and even more than that, because of the camp that is still there. So they're trying to get the fort by taking the shots on the temple, and they're about to do that. Falstad has flown into the middle and is fighting it out with Sylvanas, but it's actually kind of interesting because the Donuts are not giving up on that at all. They're taking the top fort. That's the first fort to fall. They are ahead in structures. They're taking that small lead. Now, this is a problem because that fountain is essential when you're fighting for the second objective that spawns at the bottom of the map. But still, they're not really that far behind. Taking that fort down was huge. This one in the middle is gonna be close to falling, but it's not really gonna get obliterated. That's 5 shots and that's not gonna be enough. This is an interesting one. Yeah, this is not the usual pattern that you see here. Thanks to those roams early on and the kills, this is a bit of a different style that is happening right now. So Bad Benny is getting pushed back. Sylvanas has pushed out the bot lane and Forster needs to react to this, which is what he's doing as we speak. Went, of course, into the boomerang on level 7. So now he can rotate. I mean, either Brightwing or Falstad, could be both, need to make a play at the top lane later on before the objective gets announced so that they can go for the experience there. And they want Brightwing already. I mean, Nick Ixia is double checking if anybody is sitting in those bushes, and good for him because that could have been a kill against the Fruit Fly without any problems. But yep, here we have him. All the way at the bottom, and Falstad is taking the super safe path towards the top. The 2 globals at the top, they're going to try to take these waves out, get some experience for the team, get the level 10 for them, and then fly down and help the rest of the team. And there's already a bit of damage happening. Sonya's in the middle, trying to hold that fort for as long as she can. I guess eventually a commitment by the Hardos will take it. But yeah, level 10 is already there, and now you need to make sure that Winnerbracket doesn't drop the cocoon on you. So, gotta be careful here. They don't have vision either. So, Lauber, you want to make it out. And there's the cocoon. Alright, now they might be in trouble here. Brightwing comes in. There's the wall already set up, but that uses some of their ults, as is. To be fair, Winnerbracket also used cocoon. And Falstad hasn't really flown down yet, but it's 10 versus 10 now. And that's kind of what you want when you're talking about that fight. But of course, you want to get a little bit farther ahead than that. Rutsu was attacked in the middle by Nick, who jumped in with the warp. But here comes the temple. 20 more seconds, and that bad boy is going to be announced. Or is going to be active. And they're trying to get the fort in the middle before that even happens. Yeah. So far, they haven't been able to pull that off. And now Lauber is moving in as well. He has 17 seconds left until the wall is back up. And here come the shots at the bottom. And this is a dicey one, because if Chris takes this one, then the fort at the bot lane is down. And then the fort in the middle is also going to fall. That snappy move was cool, but it didn't get the kill. Wailing Arrow gets used as Chris turns around and tries to re-engage. Also not successful. But boy, do we have 2 teams that are really playing this on Razor's Edge. Backline, Chris! And he gets out. Copenhagen dodges on the stun, but he still falls. Yeah, and the big salvo is coming into. Uh-oh, that is trouble for the Donuts. They're going to lose a lot if they're losing the bottom temple. They're going to lose 2 forts. If they lose out on the bottom temple, 2 of the forts are down, and I don't see a way for them to bring it back here. 5 kills to 1. This is trouble. A lot of trouble. Now, Falstad took the camp. Rutsu, he is trying what he can to hold the team in experience range on the side lanes with his global. But the Hardos have taken a significant lead now. Yeah, they're drawing even in structures right here, right now, as they drop the first one. And now the fort in the middle is also getting annihilated. And they're going to do damage at the top, of course. Yeah, they're trying to retake at least some of the shots. If they can get the kill against Stukov, that might be the ticket back into this. But they get stunned out by Misha. Good gust. And Rutsu gets away. They need to go for the kill. And they take him. Stukov is down and they save the rest of the team. Already we got Sonya moving in heavily with an attempt to take Nick down, but she couldn't connect enough damage. She's zoned him out though, and a lot of this is happening because Chris is at the top. He had to deal with the bruiser camp that was taken earlier, and they're going for the boss. They need some aggressive plays here, and they're trying to make the play. They know that the opponent doesn't have a support right now. They have most of the ults that they need for this one. Well, actually, they only got Cassia, but Mei should be back. Sylvanas is on their way, but Falstad dies. No, not like this. Hazu, he's alive, and a big... Oh my god, the salvo and the wailing arrow. Cassia down and Brightwing. Wow. Wow, just wow. Hazu... You gotta be kidding me. Hazu survived all of this. 5-man wipe as Mei dies too. But look at that stun. Look at that salvo. That wailing arrow. That was the nail in the coffin in that fight. That choke point control was way too much to handle. And now the blue team takes the boss right here. The Donuts took a risk. They took a risk. Stukov was dead. Sylvanas wasn't here yet. and they said, guys, let's take it, and let's take it quickly. Then the blue team started to engage. They were attempting to get kills, which could have led to an even bigger lead for them. And now they are not only 2 levels behind, they're 8 kills behind, and they're losing so much ground on this map. That was just crazy. And that Rexa survived? I mean, what the hell? That was insane. Now the Gust into the corner for an easier defense, and the engage on Stukov. They go for the support again, but it's Nick that dies first. Phoenix is down. Lauba is skating in. They're going for the second kill, and they get Sylvanas. It doesn't change the fact that that bot lane has been opened up. It doesn't change that the boss is still doing damage. It doesn't change that they are 1.5 levels behind. But it at least gives them some breathing room now. Double Siege Giant Camp together with the 2. They need to make a big step forward here if they want to have a chance to bring this one back. And the only thing that they can do right now is try to go control the objective. Go for those temples. Draw even at least a little bit in structures. And Cassia is on their way. They know where Nubarak is. They're moving in for him. The globals are at the bottom of the map. Hazu is there. Sees Stukov too. Alright, Rutsu has vision. Burns the wave down. Dodges out on the stun. Nice. Nice. Yeah, they get something out of all of this at least. The first fort is already down, and considering that there's not really a whole lot left, this one might fall too. They can also attempt to take this away. So Lauba is already up at the top, trying to push that away. Chris, he sees it. But yeah, it's shots fired against shots fired. And of course, once that this fort is down, the shots are going to transfer over to the keep down here. But the fight, yeah, they're trying to take the camp. They're trying to steal this away now. And Rexa is still at the bottom. The rest of the team is rotating. So this could be the same as the boss battle. Can they take it? And the answer is yes, but barely. Barely. Wailing Arrow was used by Chris. He was hoping to stop them here, but he couldn't. So now both of the teams don't have a fort left anymore. And the top push against the Hardos is doing some damage. I mean, again, one of the towers is down. The second one has also lost some HP. Bad Benny was thinking about moving in now that they have level 16 and drop the cocoon on them so that they can force the fight, but they're all in full retreat now. And the gap is still there, but structurally, Hardos aren't that far ahead. They're a little bit ahead. They've done damage at the bot lane. That keep has suffered. But it's 16 versus 16 now. You can still bring this back. This isn't over. Yeah, Lauba wants to make the engage happen. They still gotta... This is really where the 2 globals come in handy. If you have 2 globals in a situation like this where you're behind, you still can get back into the game. And that's what we're seeing here. They hold the side lanes, they hold the experience, they have situations where they can also still control the bot lane, make sure that no catapults are pushing in on the keep and taking that one down. So, yep, off we go. Lauba, he wants to go for the engage. He has the ult up. They go for Nubarak. And oop, there's the wall, and it hits nothing. Nada, niente. Nix. Gar nix. Dead air. God, if that thing would have connected, they could have forced the fight. And Brightwing can, of course, at any point, start to move in. Yeah, this is still a map that can be taken by either one of the teams. I mean, look at the experience. That gap is shrinking. And it's shrinking quickly. 28,000 damage for Phoenix, 26,000 for Cassia. Just imagine how all of this would look if that didn't happen, that big fight. But it did. So now, it's the next 5 versus 5 that we have to watch out for. Top side, it's party time. Single temple. Single temple is up and Brightwing is holding the bot lane. Brightwing is holding the experience, trying to take those siege giants down. Over here, Misha is dead. Misha is down. Don't call Peter yet, she's back. She's going to be back in a moment. But yeah, the temple, Sonya's starting to take it. And the shots at the top, they're going to threaten the keep. Keep wall has taken some damage. So is it going to take the entire thing down? No, not really. But Falstad is now in the middle. Yeah, they're all in vision. They're starting to make the play. Falstad is about to arrive. Flies into the bush. Gusts them aggressively. The wall is up. Hits Phoenix. Wailing Arrow on Mei. And Rutsu, he needs to retreat. Oh, the quick cocoon on Sonya. That spear would have dropped that Benny. But instead, they go for Lauba. And Mei is down. Nice. They try to follow up with Copenhagen, but oh boy, they're on the run again. And Copenhagen nearly dies. Instead, it's Falster that falls. Everybody else still makes it out. 2 kills for the blue team. But I gotta say, if Bad Betty wouldn't have reacted this quickly when Sonya started to approach him, very, very likely Nubarak would have fallen. I mean, honestly, that spear, if it connects, considering how low he was in HP, that would have been an absolute nightmare for him to handle. So right now, we got our play down here. We got our down at the bottom of the map, still the wall being open, but it's about the boss. That's what they're going for. And that boss could end the game. So they're sacrificing a lot at the bot lane. Those 2 catapults are still doing a bit more work. And again, technically, you don't want to give up on any of the structures. Brightwing and Sonya are moving to the top because they're realizing that it's the boss that's taken. And they're trying to time this. They want the 20. They have it at the top. A couple more shots could be claimed. But yeah, so far nothing's happening. And now, there we go. Boss at the bottom of the map. Hardos has defended the wall, and that's a level 20 push. Ooh. The Hardos, they're so close to making it into the grand final. They're so close now. And they're gonna try. Down here at the bottom of the map. They're starting to make the play for it. Oh, careful. The counter, they're needing to fight, and they get the kill. And Nubarak is dead. This time the wall connects with 2. They go for Stukov. Bye-bye, baby. Stukov is dead. Nick is also gonna die. Yep, Unconquered Spirit, my eyes. He's down. And that is gonna be the end of the boss. The keep falls. Of course it falls. There's no way that he could have saved that. But they saved the core. They saved the game. And they have their own level 20. How? Like, how? They actually worked the fight. They took a Nubarak down. He never even had a chance to go for the cocoon. And now they're moving through, I guess, the bot lane? What are they going to try and do here? Are they just going for keep? It seems like that's what we're going to see. They go for keep. Minion wave or no minion wave. They don't care. They come in with it. And that is also, I mean, that's taking a bit of a risk too. Taking the keep down is going to be big here. But, yep, they're taking that one. Don't tell me they're trying to go for core. There's no way. No. They gotta go back after the keep. Ice Wall is there, even if they get the kill. Chris moves away, and Nubarak is back, and Nubarak can cocoon them. They lose Cassia even before that. Oh my god. Oh, they got greedy again. They wanted the kill, and then they lose one of them. And Lauber, yeah, he makes it out. And the rest of them is still on the run. They're getting caught here. They're too greedy. They're simply too greedy. This is too telegraphed, but they make it out. Oh boy. This game. Seriously. Stop giving me heart attacks here. I'm getting older by the minute in this one. Yeah. They got the keep. That's the only one that they could do. I mean, obviously, there is 0 chance that he can go for the core, given the death timers and everything. But yeah, taking that keep was a nice snipe move. That was a good move. But then losing someone like Cassia on the way back because you're hoping for an additional kill, that is a little bit too much. So, yeah. So here we go. Top side, that's where the shots are finally moving in. But it's not going to be enough. Final shots are ready. 2 keeps to 2. Oh, what a game. I mean, seriously. That is just crazy. They go for the camp. Rutsu has his ult up. All the ults are up. Every single one of them. If a Nubarak makes an engage, yeah, Misha is there. They can still gust. They can gust and they can control the space here. And they are threatening this. They want this. But the camp gets taken. Holy hell. What a 5th map. What a 5th map. That is getting bonkers over here. Yeah, so right now, what's the damage looking like? 48,000 for Cassia, 46,000 for Chris's Sylvanas. A double temple. Next one is a double temple on the map. But, yep. Of course, now the ult on Mei is even more impactful. I mean, we got Shatter in. If you connect that, you can quickly burn them down. A lot of these level 10 abilities that we're now seeing for the Donuts are just absolute monsters. I mean, first of all, you're looking at the Wind Tunnel, you're looking at Ignore Pain, you can set a couple of traps up. If you connect Shatter, then you have much easier kills incoming. That is just rough. So, yep. Let's have a little bit of a look here. There's the temples activating. Two of them. Boss is not up. There's no way. Oh, 40 seconds on the boss only? I would have sworn that it's going to be more than that. Alright, dodging out on the stuns. Nice. Well played by Copenhagen. Dodging out on that stun was big. That was really big. Dodging out on Misha was big too. Here comes the kill command. Alright, they're setting that one up as well. But that was some nice juking from the Donuts. That's exactly the plays that they need to make. But now it's time for the temples. Boss is up soon, but they're taking the first few shots. And they're firing straight into the middle. Wall hasn't been touched yet, so it's not going to threaten it too much. It's the team fight really that matters here. Of course, the objective, you don't want to give it up, but it's the team fight that we're really looking for. Okay, where's the cocoon? Are they going to go for the Shatter? Shatter against 2. They connected with 2. They're trying to make the play here. They're coming in with the damage. Wind Tunnel has already been used. Bad Benny is down. Bad Benny is dead. And so is Sonya and Stukov. 2-for-1 trade. They started off with a 2-for-1 trade. And it's support against no support. Nick gets attacked. And he triggers his 20. But the turn on Lauber drops May. Oh my god. What a fight again. What a fight once more. It's a 3 versus 3 right now. Lauber has died 3 heroes against 3. And they're starting for the camps. They're starting for the temple. Boss can't be taken, of course. Oh my god. This series, like, honestly, can we just get one team fight to decide it all? It doesn't seem like it. Misha is still around here. A couple of shots get taken. Boss at the bot lane. Not boss, like, yeah, boss is up too, but again, Siege Giants are pushing. Brightwing is double-checked real quickly on the boss, just to make sure that nobody's attempting to sneak that one in. And Misha is, of course, an absolute nuisance over here. The Hardos, everybody. Yeah, they fought back nicely. After losing 2, they killed another one, and all of a sudden they're back to business. Now, of course, the Unconquered Spirit is now down, so that's a problem. But we have 5 versus 5 on the map in just another second, and Rutsu and Skor can't get locked down now. So, yeah, Brightwing has taken a few shots at the top 2. Can there be a cocoon? Oh, X here. If he got cocooned there, that would be the end of the game. If he gets cocooned, it's over. But yeah, he jumps out, and now they're going for boss. They're throwing the Hail Mary here. They got the wind tunnel. Guys, they got the wind tunnel. Brightwing comes in. Oh my god, that's what it comes down to. Wind tunnel, and can they take it? There it is! And the boss is in! The boss is in! The blue team has to win the team fight and end the game. They have to. And they kill Cassia immediately. They go for Brightwing. Everybody's running. All the red team has to do is to escape for now. But Sonya got cocooned. Copenhagen, the spin to win, and he dies. It's a race, baby. It's a race. They are trying to slow them down. Rutsu, no, they're buying time, but they're about to die here. Ixia with a safe attempt. The rest of the team is already on the way on the core. Rutsu, he's dead. The boss makes it to the core. The Hardos, they can win this. They can win this. They definitely can win this. They just need to kill it quicker. Only 2 heroes are surviving. The wall, 4 seconds for the wall. The freaking wall could win the game. The boss is on the core on the other side of the map. The wall is in, and it catches only Stukov. Not like this. The Hardos, they win the race. They're gonna take it right here, or are they? Oh my god. The 3-2 victory for the Hardos against the Donuts. Oh my god, what a finish. Oh.